Welcome to today's video, where we dive deep into the top 10 mythical beasts of Africa and the Middle East. These legendary creatures have captured the imaginations of people for centuries, each carrying unique significance within their respective cultures. From towering, menacing creatures to ethereal beings with powers beyond comprehension, these mythical beasts have played a role in shaping history, folklore, and even modern popular culture. Let's explore these remarkable creatures in more detail. Number 1. The Roc. In ancient Arabian mythology, the Roc is an immense, legendary bird that is said to be so massive that it can carry off elephants in its talons. The Roc first appeared in the stories of 1001 Nights and later in other works of literature, including the Book of the 1001 Nights. The stories surrounding the Roc describe its incredible strength and immense size, with some versions of the myth saying that it could carry entire ships through the sky. The Roc's wings would create fierce storms when flapping, and its talons were strong enough to grab and carry the most massive creatures. This bird represents the power of the natural world and has become a symbol of grandeur in Middle Eastern and Arabian mythologies. Number 2. The Sphinx. The Sphinx is one of the most recognizable and revered creatures in Egyptian mythology. Often depicted with the body of a lion and the head of a human, it is a symbol of strength, wisdom, and mystery. The most famous Sphinx is the Great Sphinx of Giza, which guards the pyramids in Egypt. According to Egyptian legend, the Sphinx was said to pose riddles to travelers, and those who could not answer correctly would be devoured by this fearsome creature. The Sphinx was also associated with the sun god Ra and often depicted as a protector of sacred sites. It embodies the idea of safeguarding knowledge and wisdom, making it a key figure in ancient Egyptian religious beliefs. Number 3. The Moklembembe. Deep within the Congo River Basin in Central Africa, the Moklembembe is said to be a living dinosaur, resembling a sauropod. This legendary creature has long fascinated explorers and cryptozoologists alike. Descriptions of the Moklembembe vary, but it is generally said to be a massive, herbivorous animal with a long neck, a thick body, and a tail that resembles that of a dinosaur. Local tribes in the Congo region have passed down stories for generations about this elusive creature, which is said to reside in the deep, unexplored waters of the Congo River. Despite numerous expeditions and research, no definitive evidence of the Moklembembe's existence has been found, leaving it shrouded in mystery. Its reputation as a living dinosaur continues to captivate the imagination. Number 4. The Bunyip. In Australian Aboriginal mythology, the Bunyip is an ominous, swamp-dwelling creature with terrifying features. While the Bunyip originates in Australian folklore, its story has spread to parts of Africa and the Middle East, where similar water-based monsters are mentioned. The Bunyip is described in various forms, sometimes as a giant, amphibious animal with a horse-like tail, other times as a monstrous creature with features resembling a crocodile or a large, predatory bird. The Bunyip is said to lurk in swamps, billabongs, and creeks, terrorizing anyone who dares to approach. It represents the unknown dangers of the wilderness and serves as a cautionary tale for those who wander too far from safety. Number 5. The Jinn, Genies. In Islamic mythology, the Jinn, also known as Jinn or Genies, are supernatural beings made of smokeless fire. Jinn are capable of shapeshifting into various forms, including animals and humans, and are believed to be both benevolent and malevolent. The most famous Jinn are the wish-granting genies from Western stories, but in Middle Eastern and Islamic traditions, the Jinn are often seen as tricksters, capable of mischief, or even possessing humans. The Quran speaks of Jinn, mentioning that they were created before humans and live in a parallel world to ours. Jinn are believed to influence human behavior and are often associated with mystery, danger, and the unseen world. Stories of Jinn have captivated cultures across the Middle East for centuries. Number 6. The Garuda. The Garuda is a mythical bird from Hindu and Buddhist mythology, often depicted as a powerful and majestic being. Garuda is the mount of Lord Vishnu in Hinduism and is considered a symbol of strength, power, and speed. In various legends, Garuda is portrayed as a gigantic bird capable of carrying gods and defeating demons. While the Garuda is primarily associated with Southeast Asia, it also holds influence in parts of the Middle East, where similar bird-like creatures are revered for their divine qualities. The Garuda represents both protection and divine intervention, embodying the fierce power that controls the forces of nature. Number 7. The Shineks. In the folklore of Mexico and Central America, the Shineks are small, mischievous creatures that live in forests and mountains. Though the Shinek legend originates in Mexico, it shares some similarities with creatures found in African and Middle Eastern folklore, particularly beings that guard natural spaces and protect the wilderness. Descriptions of the Shineks vary, but they are generally seen as small, humanoid creatures with a mischievous nature. They are said to confuse travelers and lead them astray, often luring them deeper into the forest until they become lost. The Shineks embody the mysterious and dangerous forces of the natural world and are a reminder of the power of the wilderness. Number 8. The Aswang. The Aswang is a terrifying creature from Filipino folklore, known for its shape-shifting abilities. It is often depicted as a combination of a vampire, a werewolf, and a witch. The Aswang has the ability to transform into various forms, from a large, predatory animal to a beautiful human, and is known for its hunger for human flesh, particularly during pregnancy. While the Aswang originates in Filipino culture, its traits and characteristics have parallels in other cultures, including those in the Middle East and Africa. The Aswang represents the dark side of human nature and the fear of the unknown. Number 9. The Hydra. The Hydra is a multi-headed serpent from Greek mythology, known for its regenerative abilities. Every time one of its heads is cut off, 2 more grow in its place. The Hydra is famously defeated by the hero Heracles in one of his 12 labors, but the creature's regenerative power has made it a symbol of persistence and chaos. Although it originates in Greek mythology, the Hydra has influenced stories throughout the Middle East and beyond, often appearing as a metaphor for overwhelming challenges or a symbol of an enemy that cannot be easily defeated. Number 10. The Kishi. The Kishi is a two-faced creature from Angolan folklore. One face is described as being handsome and charming, while the other is monstrous and terrifying. The Kishi is said to use its attractive face to lure victims in, only to reveal its horrific nature once they are too close. It embodies the duality of human nature, beauty and danger, and represents the deceptive aspects of the world. The Kishi's story serves as a reminder to be cautious of appearances, as what may seem charming can hide a dark truth beneath. These mythical beasts are not only part of the folklore of Africa and the Middle East, they represent the beliefs, fears, and values of the cultures that created them. From the wisdom of the Sphinx to the power of the Garuda, these legends continue to inspire awe and intrigue. Which of these mythical creatures do you find the most fascinating? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting mythological content.